The Opportunity Rover was originally planned for a 3-month mission. Who would have thought that this would go more than 50 times longer than that? Launched in 2003 in search of signs of ancient water, the NASA's Opportunity Rover mission ended after more than 14 years of exploring the surface of Mars in 2018. But its achievements there have earned it a place in the Robot Hall of Fame. So you're probably interested in these accomplishments, right? Well, here are a few of Opportunity's numerous successes during its long Red Planet expedition.
Audio Jungle.
The Opportunity Rover was one of NASA's most successful and long-lasting interplanetary missions. The Opportunity and Spirit rovers were both parts of the long-term Mars exploration programs. The 4 primary goals of the Mars exploration program were to determine whether the potential for life exists on Mars in particular, whether recoverable water may be found on Mars, characterize the Mars climate and geology, and then prepare for a possible human mission to Mars. Each rover, roughly the size of a golf cart and 7 times heavier, 408 pounds or 185 kilograms, than Mars's Sojourner rover, was aimed at opposite sides of the planet in areas suspected of having been affected by liquid water in the past. The rovers were supposed to move from place to place, conduct on-site geological investigations, and take photographs with mass-mounted cameras providing 360-degree stereoscopic views of the terrain. After landing on Mars in 2004, Opportunity made a number of discoveries about the Red Planet, including dramatic evidence that long ago, at least one area of Mars remained wet for an extended period, and that conditions could have been suitable for sustaining microbial life. Now let's see its greatest discoveries. Starting with heat shield rocks, Opportunity found the first meteorite on Mars close to its heat shield. Meteorite on Mars? That surprised us at first. Well, there had been a few meteorites discovered on the Moon. This was the first time one had been discovered on another planet. It's mostly made of nickel and iron, and it's a rare type of meteorite. Opportunity went on to discover more metallic and stony meteorites. Although Opportunity did not find any actual fruit, the round bluish stones caught the attention of scientists. This was another discovery by this rover, and they were named blueberries. Opportunity discovered stones containing the mineral hematite and jarosite during its first few months on Mars, which form only when rocks are exposed to acidic water. The discovery of these blueberries across Meridiani Planum, Opportunity's original home, proved that Mars once had an abundance of surface water. It continued to find blueberries on its journey. In terms of another great discovery, Opportunity's second journey was into Endurance Crater, and it spent 2 Earth years exploring Victoria Crater. Both revealed evidence of Mars's watery past. Endurance's cliffs revealed layers of rock, some of which were laid down during wet periods and others during dry periods, indicating a varied history of Martian water. More hematite dotted the ridge of Victoria Crater, indicating that it was thrown there during the impact that formed the crater. An analysis of rocks in Victoria's walls reveals that the aqueous alteration processes that occurred at Eagle and Endurance also occurred at Victoria. Furthermore, the crater's walls' sedimentary layering preserves evidence of ancient windblown dunes. Scientists believe that these minerals formed underground, implying that water soaked through the surface and remained for a long enough period of time to form the minerals. Hematite is an iron oxide that is commonly mined as an ore on Earth. Because minerals form from water interactions on this planet, it was hoped that there was once water at Meridiani. This entire body of water would have been salty and acidic. As we know it, water is essential for life. However, acidic water soaked this area in Mars's distant past, making conditions for life to thrive more difficult. This rover was like our distant cousin because they gave us so much important gossip. Opportunity is a crater explorer. In its 14 years on Mars, the rover had visited and studied the geology of over 100 impact craters of various sizes. It has discovered how craters form and erode over time. Opportunity discovered bright-colored gypsum veins in the rock near the edge of Endeavour crater. These rocks were most likely formed when water flowed through the underground rock fractures, leaving calcium behind. The walls of Endeavour were thick with clays that could only form in neutral water, a sure sign that Mars was once more hospitable to life than it is now. During its time on Mars, Opportunity also drove a total of 28.06 miles, 45.16 kilometers, breaking the record for the longest drive on another planet in 2014. The success of Opportunity not only paved the way for future robotic missions to Mars, but it also made the red planet more familiar to people on Earth. A diversified landscape of wind-carved hills and valleys can be seen reflected in many other landscapes around the world. The success of NASA's Mars exploration rovers helped in the development of NASA's Mars program, providing support for orbiters and new types of rovers. NASA stated that communication would not be resumed until after the storm passed, but the rover remained silent even after the storm passed in early October, implying either a catastrophic failure or a layer of dust covering its solar panels. The team hoped that a windy period between November 2018 and January 2019 would clear the dust from its solar panels, as it had done previously. But as there was no sign of Opportunity even after the windy period, scientists lost their hopes of its survival. And in 2019, NASA's officially declared that the six-wheeled rover's mission was ended. While Opportunity's mission may be over, the study and exploration of Mars are far from over. Was Mars wet is no longer the question. Instead, the rover Opportunity allowed scientists to ask, did something swim in those waters, and how can we find it? Do you believe we will be able to colonize Mars in the near future? Tell us in the comments. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks, and have a good day.